What's up, y'all? It's your boy TTG, TeyTheGod, and today I'm coming at you with part 3 of how to stop any offense in Madden 20. Today we're going to be talking specifically about run defense, how to stop the run. I know the run game is very strong this year. You know it as well. That's why you're watching this video. And I can promise you, man to man right now, from the bottom of my heart, I can guarantee this video will help you because I'm taking everything that I learned, everything that made me better against the run, and I'm going to teach it to y'all. So, and this is everything. We're going to go over 3-4, we're going to go over 5-2, and we're going to go over dollar. Dollar's solid against the run this year. But we'll talk more about that after. I just want to say quickly, if you hear water in the background at any time of this video, it's because I'm in the basement and there's like there's pipes and low-key water be running through sometimes. So I just want to say as well, I'm not gonna specifically be telling you guys like one play, like, yo, this one play is gonna help stop the run. Nah, it's I'm giving you guys tips, you know what I mean? So make sure I'm giving you guys tips that like are just gonna help you in general. So make sure y'all hit that like button, support your boy, and if you're new and you hit that sub button, hit that notification button as well. Join notification squad. You won't want to miss the next video. Part 4 will be the last video where we wrap everything up, everything we learned in this series so far, and we're gonna talk about a whole dollar-based defense where, you know, we're gonna talk about audibles, we're gonna talk about what you do against gun, we're gonna talk about what you do against tight flags, against trips, against everything, you know, the adjustments you'd make in certain plays, and we're gonna talk about the same thing, the whole base defense for 3-4 as well. So let's start off in dollar here, and on offense we're gonna go against because dollar, I mean, dollar could low-key stop the I form runs too, but like against a good player you'll get gashed, to be honest, so don't do that. But let's say we're going against gun bunch. Obviously halfback base is a common play against is a common run, or gun bunch is a common formation, so halfback base is the run play out of that. So first thing you'd want to do in dollar, always press. I'm in man align, or I'm not in man align, I'm in default alignment. Personally, I really like the default alignment for dollar. The way it works for like DB Fire 2 and a couple other plays. I really like default alignment, so I don't really base align. But always press and always bring these safeties down into the box. Always bring your safeties down to the box to help against the run in dollar, obviously. Now what you're going to want to do is on the opposite side of the running back, you're going to want to user the safety. So if this play was flipped, you'd want to user him. But we're going to use this guy right here. You're going to want to come, you don't have to stand like right over top of his ass like that. But you know, also I forgot to say, I'm in a multiple D playbook. I run multiple D pause. A lot of people ask me what the best defensive playbooks are. I say Baltimore, Detroit, or multiple defense. Multiple D has a whole bunch of stuff, as you see, has $3.326. Or I like Baltimore's as well, but Baltimore has 146, I believe, dollar, and or big dime 146, whatever you call it. I don't like it like that. I personally like the 3 down lineman for the way my team's set up. At least I like that. But anyways, back to the tip. So you're gonna want to line up over the D end, and you're just gonna want to shoot the gap. So we're gonna snap the ball. As you see, we're just gonna come in there, and let me actually show y'all something real quick. Hold up, because you're gonna hear me talk about this a lot. Shooting gaps. Shooting gaps is how you stop the run in any formation. It's all about shooting gaps. As you see right here, we got blocked. Since Vander Esch is actually blitzing behind me, I kind of shouldn't have taken that block. But regardless, let's say Vander Esch isn't blocking, he's waiting there, whatever. Let's go. So in Robber, he's actually blitzing, and then Jalen has the zone. But let's say Jalen was blitzing, and then Vander Esch has the zone. So he would be waiting right here in this gap. He wouldn't just shoot straight down into it. He would wait right here, and I would be shooting the gap. So what you gotta do when you shoot the gap like this, sometimes that's all you gotta do. Just take that block. It's shooting the gap doesn't mean you gotta go make the user tackle. Look what we do. We shoot this gap. We take on the lead blocker, and he can no longer run into that hole where the behind his lead blocker. He has to cut the other way. So we're forcing that to the other side. You know, like what you could do also when you shoot this gap here, instead of running straight down into the lead blocker, just flatten out your pursuit and come downwards, like right here. See how I kind of straightened it out right here? I still ended up turning back in, but you could just come flat, come straight down here, force everything back inside. That's just that natural like defensive back mentality I have of just forcing everything inside, you know what I mean? So yeah, you don't always have to make the tackle when you shoot gap. Sometimes you even have to just hit the lead blocker. And also, I'll show it right here, when you do take on that lead block, don't forget that you could blow it up. You could hit stick that. So we're gonna right there, as you see. I do this all the time in anything. Whenever in any situation where you ever have to take on a lead blocker, don't just run into the sorry, that's my phone. Don't ever just run into the block and then just try to spam X to get a shed or something. Blow that boy up. Blow that boy up. You could hit stick the lead blockers now. I would always hit stick down, and as you see, you're creating an obstacle. So let's just say that he ends up running this way. He can't, you know, he's not just gonna block you, and then 24 could just peel off of him. If you blow that up, you're creating an obstacle for the running back, you know what I mean? So make sure you always hit stick those lead blockers. I'd always hit stick them down because you're always gonna get that cut animation. The only time you hit stick up on a lead blocker if it's like a wide receiver and you're like a linebacker. But even that, I'd always cut it down, create an obstacle for the running back. So that's the first set of tips. Now I want to talk about spinner. Spinner is the run defense play. Spinner's a great play. Out $1 to stop the run, and it's really just as simple as just snapping the ball. You want to do the same thing with the safety. You're gonna want to come shoot the gap, but spinner is just great. Spinner just gets in. And another thing with spinner is it's kind of hard to, I don't know, practice mode is glitchy, but in spinner when you run commit, if the offense, like, we'll try it right here real quick, but if the offense is in a passing play, I see right here, and you run commit out a spinner and you press default alignment again, it could be man alignment too. Actually I wouldn't do man alignment. Just yeah, never mind. Just regular default alignment, because if you're in man alignment, that blitzing corner over here, he would go to the other side. So you actually want him to stay over there. So you'd snap the ball. Yeah, as you see, it doesn't work, but it works 100% of the time in game. I run it all the time in game, but those corners will actually press even if you run commit, which is very good to see. So we're gonna snap the ball. Yeah, as you see, like, he kind of did it right there. I don't know. I'm telling y'all, practice mode is glitchy. Y'all know that. Anyone who labs knows practice mode just be goofy sometimes. But I run this all the time in game. Look, see, as you see right here, we run commit, but he still gets his press animation off. See, after that he's gonna go, but he still gets his press animation off, and that's solid. Because obviously the quarterback's not gonna have much time. You have 1,000 men coming at your head. That's just a little something. Like, this isn't like, I'm not saying run commit every single time. Run committing is very dangerous, obviously, because you can get burnt. But spinner, anyways, is the run defense play in dollar. So you're just gonna blow it up every time. So we're gonna hop out of this now. Actually, I could show y'all spinner against one more common formation, I guess. Let's go against the trips tight end IZ. $1 spinner. Again, you're going to want to press. You're going to bring these safeties down. And so again, right here, we're going to use this safety now because we're on the opposite side. You're going to want to line up over the DN, snap the ball. I had a bad alignment, but still, spinner's still just going to come in and just blow that up easily, no questions asked. We're going to want to press. And now also, as you see, we're not even thinged. We're not even, what's that called? We're default aligned. We're not even base aligned. So what you would actually want to do in this situation, if it's trips, is you would actually want to blitz that guy, and then you'd want to man him, and then like your assignment would be this. If it's again, this is against the run. This is like if you're sure it's a run. You know what I mean? You don't want to be just running spinner at any time, because it's a dangerous play. You're gonna get burnt, like, obviously. But against the run, this is what you do. It's solid. You're going to stop that. Your money. Trust me. Spinner is money against the run. And that's an I form and everything. But we're going to get out $1 now. We're going to talk about 3-4. Now for 3-4, a nice little play is Will Buck 3 press, actually. But we're going to be talking about cover 4. I always have cover 4 as an audible. Cover 4 is the best play against the run this year, because the safeties will actually come down and play the run. So we're going to go against I form close, which is a very common play, obviously. I know you all know about I form close. And let's just go. What should we go? Power O or stretch? Let's just go against stretch. So we're going to baseline press. What I always do is I always pinch the D line. I'll do this. I'll pinch the D line, and then I max blitz, and then I contain, and then I user the weak side safety. So obviously, like, the right side is the strong side because they got the tight end. So I would use this guy, and then I go across with him. But what I want you guys to watch how the safeties play. So watch how the safeties play just in a regular. I'm not even going to touch anything. Just watch how the safeties play on the stretch. Actually, okay, yeah. Sorry. Watch how the safeties play on the stretch. We're gonna show a quick replay there. I'm all over the place right now, so I get giddy, I get excited when I be in the lab because there's so much I want to show y'all. But as you see, watch right here, we snap the ball. Watch how the safety play. Oh my god, I pressed circle. The free safety, again, practice mode is glitchy, and since I was using him before, he's kind of like frozen. But still, you see how both safeties, their first initial step is downhill, especially 20. Watch how in that, as soon as before that ball's even handoff, they're already moving downhill. Like that, just like that, right? Now watch when we run a cover 2, for example. We'll run the same play. We're gonna press, baseline press. Now watch how the safeties play when they're in deep halves, as opposed to cover 4 in the inside quarters. See how their first initial step is backwards? That's horrible. That's not good. We're not gonna want that. You don't want that. They have no run fit. The safeties are not part of the run fits when they're in deep halves. You need them in the inside quarters, and as you can see right here, it's going to baseline press. They're part of the run fits right here, right? If it's going right, it's like that. If it's going left, it's like that. Now when you have them in the Tampa 2, they're nowhere to be found. The safeties will play in the run fit because they have the clouds. They're in low blues, but that's the next tip we're going to talk about. So we're going to get in the cover 4, so the safeties get in the run fit. As you see, the safeties are in the run fit, but the corners are, since the corners are in cover 4, they actually drop back immediately. But what I'm going to show you now, we're going to press this. Now watch this. So you don't need to adjust the safeties. The safeties are already going to come and play. What you want to do is you want to take that strong side corner. So this is stretch. We know it's going to the right. You want to take that strong side corner and you're going to man it to the tight end. Now when you man it to the tight end, there you go. See, it shows no run fit. It shows no run fit. But watch how the corner plays it. And I also forgot to blitz and contain. I forgot to make all my adjustments, but that's fine. We still get the stop. But watch how the corner plays it now. I want you to watch both corners on this play. So watch how this corner over here, who's in the cover 4, how his first step is back. He's dropping back into his zone. It doesn't matter. Even if it was running to his side, he would still do that drop back. He would still do that. But when you man the corner up to the tight end, he's gonna come straight in like that, and he's gonna look how he contains. That's actually great defense. Look how he plays the outside, contains it, makes the running back go back inside. Unfortunately, I just didn't send the linebackers. So like Jalen Smith is out here. He's trying to stretch out the play instead of just shooting the gap. But then again, and then the safety holding his ground, then coming downhill on the run. So that's what you want to do. You want to man up those corners to the tight end on the strong side of the run, so they come in and shoot and hold that outside edge for you. Now, if it's, do we have an audible where the corner's on the outside? Yeah, we do, just like this. Okay, that's good. Oh, but they don't have just a regular run play. They have the zone split. Actually, this might work. I'm not sure. This is a little live labbing for you guys. I'm going to baseline press. Do that. Snap the ball. Yeah, so let's go to the replay real quick. Watch this corner right here. So this is in the cover 4. When he's aligned to the corner, obviously he's gonna drop back and then he's gonna get blocked. We don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that corner to not be part of the run fit, right? So let's audible back to that play. We're in the cover 4. I'm gonna baseline press. Do all this. We're gonna man this up. We're gonna man up that corner to the tight end. And see how I just clicked out to him to do that? You don't have to do that. Remember in part 2, talking about quick adjustments. You know, if he's in the outside corner like this, you could just make your quick adjustments like that, man him up. So you never have to leave your backer. Actually, you would want to be on the safety. But now we're gonna snap the ball. Make that play. Shoot that gap with that user safety. Now watch what happens here. When that corner's manned up to the tight end, watch how, see how he goes immediately inside. He doesn't back up, obviously, and that receiver is just useless. He's not making that block. As soon as that ball's handed up, the reason why he does this first initial step like this is because there's no handoff yet. He's still playing safe. He's holding the ground. As soon as there's a handoff, then he comes in. Then he commits to it, and that's what you want to see. Because if he's in a coverage, you know what I mean, he's going to do that. He's going to step back and then he's going to get blocked. You don't want that. So those are the tips in 3-4 I wanted to show you guys. Again, cover 4 is how you get the safeties, play the run fit, and then manning up those corners to the strong side tight end. That's what you do there. Lastly, I want to talk about 5-2. Now, 5-2 is I'm actually going to tell you guys just a straight up play. Fire zone 2. Whenever, if he's just cooking, if that boy's just running, you know when you're playing a runner, a toter, just when he's just going straight iPhone close and going at you every single time. Let me set the audibles real quick so I can show you guys against everything. Against stretch, against power O, and against dive, lead dive, and I'll come out in ISO. So we're gonna run this 4 times. So the play is fire zone 2, baseline press, spread the D line, pinch the backers, and then blitz the backers. So it should look like this, and you want to just use it as safety. And look, you see how those safeties are in deep halves? You could just make them yellows like this. Now this is kind of dangerous, to be honest, but again, this is to stop the toters. This is to stop it when you know it's a run. So what play is this first play? I think this is the ISO. Show against the ISO. As you see, come down, shoot your gap. You see how right there? See, what a lot of people would do, and this is obviously not for like you like good players. This is and this is no disrespect, but this is for bad players. And when you're a bad player, that's not a disrespect. You just haven't learned the game yet. You're just learning. That's why you're watching this video right now. A lot of players would see how it's an ISO, see where the ball is. You would just pursue right to like straight towards the ball, and you get yourself caught up in that line. Look how I stay outside and I shoot my gap, because I know that since I'm blitzing the backers, Jalen Smith's going to shoot that gap, take on that lead blocker for me, make him have to either bounce left right to this boy right here, right to the D end right here, or he's going to have to bounce right out to me. So I shoot my gap, keep my pursuit right, and we're going to make that tackle. So that's against ISO. Let's show it against lead dive. Lead dive, same thing, spread, pinch, turn these into yellows. You could press it. You don't have to press it, because if you press it, those backers come. I don't really like when the backers are like that, but now that they're like that, they're not going to move because practice mode's done. So like that, we're going to snap the football. Show this replay real quick. How long is this video? 60 minutes. This is going to be done by 20, don't worry. So instant replay. Watch what I do right here. So the gaps are being shot. Right here, I know that left side, it's not that the left side's there, but there's hella space right here on this left side. There's dudes, he's coming off the edge, that corner's there. This guy got a shed on 77. So I'm not saying that left side is there, that he could run there, but it's the most open space for him, because right here, look, this is just a mess. This is chaos right here. He's not going. He does end up trying to go to the right, and that's not going nowhere for him. He's getting that shut down. Luckily, he gets a fall forward animation, so he picks up like 5 extra yards. But watch out with my user. See, I know there's this pure chaos right here. I could shoot that little gap, but instead what I'm going to do, I'm going to be safe, and I'm going to go out to the left to make sure that he doesn't go out there and think he could do something with it. We're going to force everything. He's going to get forced everything into, I'm going to force him to go into everything, into the commotion, and that's how we're going to make that play. Now let's run this against the stretch. The stretch is dangerous. We're going to baseline, we're going to spread, we're going to pinch, we're going to blitz. Also, I would contain if you know that he's toting to the outside, like on stretch and power. I would definitely contain. Also, again, I'd be user in the weak side, safety. I'm going to go. See, I actually forgot to yellow the safeties there. That's why that safety dropped back. But that's fine, because even when the safety drops back, you still just see the natural pursuit. See, that's what I don't understand though. Like, look, we had the end on a contain. Why is he coming in like that? That's annoying. But Jalen Smith, when you pinch those backers, when you have 5 down linemen and you spread them and then you pinch the backers behind and then blitz them, those backers are always going to be able to shoot those gaps. As you see, Jalen comes in nice right there. And usually, if you have like if you have like a Shazier or whatever, he's getting there. He always gets always. In fire zone 2, Shazier always makes tackles in the backfield for me. But as you see, he's going to shoot that gap. Corner's there because the corner's in a squat. And that plays all there. That plays all there. Fire zone 2 is a money play against the run. And we're going to show against the power O now. As you see, power O, baseline, spread, pinch, send. We're going to turn these to yellows. Snap the football. I'm going to pursue. Oh, I missed. Oh, I could have lit him up. Show that one more time, because that was a bad angle by me. Oh man, what am I doing? And again, you don't have to contain. You can. Boom, hit stick. And then, whoo, if you have a Earl or a Kenny Houston or something up here at safety, or Jamal Adams, it's money hit sticks. The power O, this is just great. This is great because everything's getting blocked up, and you just have a free user play. That's all that is. Let's show it one more time. You have a free user play. Bam. That's it. Now, if he has a Marcus Allen or something, he might make something shake, but we ain't too worried about that because that boy would actually be in a yellow again. I always forget to put these boys in yellows. Oh, Jalen actually shot it crazy that time. But as you see, man, Fire Zone 2 is just money against the run, y'all. That's all I'm showing y'all on this. But yeah, hopefully this video helps y'all. I really think if you guys if you're running the 5-2, Fire Zone 2 will shut everything up. Whether it's up the middle, whether it's on the outsides, 5-2 will shut it up. 3-4, again, that cover 4 is the base defense, and man those corners. In dollar, bring that safety down, shoot the gap off the DN. and your money. And then also spinner is great. If you know it's going to be a run, I would definitely run spinner. But if you don't know it's going to be a run and you just want to be safe, bring those safeties down, use that safety anyways, and robber press, because man is so strong this year. And shoot that D end, shoot off the D end, and your money. I'm telling y'all, those are the run tips I want to bring y'all. This is everything I've learned that's been helping me online. Hopefully this helps you guys online as well. And this is mostly MUT talk. See, I'm not gonna lie to you, I played like one reg game online, and that was the dumbest thing. And the Mudhead tourney is actually on regs, which I'm very scared for, because everyone just runs Gurley or Zeke, and it's just arm bars. That's all it is. The game is just all arm bars. It's scary, but yeah, hopefully these tips help you out. So make sure y'all hit that like button, support your boy, and if you're new, and hit that sub button, hit that notification button as well. Join notification squad and never miss a video. It's your boy TeyTheGod. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.